that's by the far wall. Just like a typical movie theater. He leads you guys into the double doors. You guys go into the theater. You can hear as the door opens, a lot of talking, and then it kind of, as you guys kind of go in, it kind of, settles a little bit. And the theater is packed with people. There are, basically voices filling every enclosed, inch of this, people are talking, heads are turning in your directions. A lot of people you haven't seen yet. Some people you've already met in the morning and then in the evening here. The mayor leads you guys to the front, stopping right before the big screen. Old man Joe, he goes, man, I kind of feel like I'm the target of a firing squad. The kids look nervous. Gregory looks nervous. Zachary and Michael, they're kind of keeping an eye on the mayor. Samantha's with us now. Samantha, she's walking. She's holding her new dolly. She's with old man Joe. And the corporal, he's with you guys too. And Mayor Lewis, he grabs the microphone from one of his other guys and he goes, folks, your attention please. He starts to talk. The voice is kind of still or filling the room, and he goes, excuse me everyone, and then it kind of, oh, and you hear some shh, shh, shh. He goes, we're going to go ahead and start the meeting. We will begin the meeting. So, as all the voices start to die down and, everybody starts to finish claiming all the seats, and you guys are really noticing that all the eyes are focused squarely on all of you guys. And you guys can hear Joe kind of cursing under his breath. Sons of bitches looking right at me. You can hear him all this stuff. And then John goes into saying, guys, we're calling this meeting to determine a vote on the new arrivals of our town. The vote will be a yes or no as to whether we accept them into our community, or if we do not, we will send them on their merry way as soon as the injured have been recovered, like we have done in the past. Dr. Lewis has determined that none of the new arrivals are infected, so we have no fear of an outbreak within our borders. And he goes, I'm now going to open up the floor to the new arrivals to summarize their experiences thus far and to where they have, where their journeys have ended them here, led them to our front gate of Dalesbury. And then afterwards,
oh my God,
this is the way we do it here in Dalesbury. Little Sam, I'm sorry. And then after the floor, after you guys are done, then the floor will be open for questions. So you guys basically, tell your stories, right?
all right.
Everybody got quiet. All of a sudden, just like, whoa, it's like I pulled the plug out of the wall.
You just stopped talking like 4 seconds ago, so.
We just woke up, Dave. Come on.
All right, now, Sam is going to do the 13-year-old kid thing. I'm going to kind of twiddle my fingers as my feet on the floor are kind of twisting and moving, acting nervous.
And then the colonel kind of coughs a little bit. Bullshit.
Yeah. And I say, well, I'm from South Georgia. I have been walking north since my parents were turned to zombies and they were dead, hoping that maybe there were things further north that maybe the zombies weren't there. Everywhere that I went, there were more zombies. I've been traveling with a few motorcycle gangs, biker gangs.
You hear a
only for convenience. Yeah, only for convenience for travel, but they usually turn out to be very bad, so I leave them. Or escape as soon as I get a chance. And I met some people who had survived a cruise ship, and some nice people along the way, but they're all dead now. I've met other people along the way, and I nod to these other people here beside me and their friends and all that. And we've been a good group together. We don't have any bad among us. Anyone who has been bad has met a terrible end anyway, and even some of them are good. And the last people we met up with are the two soldiers who have helped us escape a lot of difficulty, and we've helped each other. And we did not seek your town out, and you found us, so we certainly mean no harm to you. And that is all.
Steve, Rose? Steve was like, you mother effer.
Basically, I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. I didn't started walking and didn't have much trouble until I met up with these folks in their RV, and then it all kind of got crazy from there. Had a lot of run-ins with some zombies, and I guess we watched the same story as Sam from there. We all kind of ended up here. Like, Sam said, we didn't search you out. It's just you guys happened upon us after we wrecked with the helicopter.
Zachary and Michael, they both get up there and introduce themselves, saying he's a mechanic from a small town, and talking about, the church and how they basically tried to save most of the people from their area within the church, and that eventually it just didn't work out. There were just too many of these shamblers around. The colonel gets up there and talks about how, he and his regiment was assigned to Jacksonville, had plenty of supplies, aid, workers, Red Cross, and how things just kind of got out of control, and they had to make an assessment to get out, and that's when they had basically run into you guys. They didn't mention anything about hijacking your RV or anything, which is kind of funny. All of you, well, Sam, you would know that, and basically it said that he's lost a lot of good men, and it's just he and Johnson that are left. Him and one of his other men. That's it. And he goes on to explain that once his other man is done, they're going to head west, and he doesn't know the outcome of whether the others up here are seeing that they are just newly acquainted with one another. They don't know if they are going to travel west with them or not. But he says he does have plans on traveling west when his soldier is ready to travel. The little boys introduce themselves. Samantha introduces herself, and Greg introduces himself and talks about how his wife was killed, and you can hear a couple sniffles out in the audience and whatnot. So pretty much everybody's introduced themselves except for Rose. Oh.
Hmm.
We're supposed to do some rolls, but I'm not going to do any rolls.
Okay, we can do that all night. Yes, Cagney, we can. So she gets up front. She's like, "Geez, I haven't felt this judge since I got married when I was 18. I don't know how far back you want me to go. Cruise?
Speak, sister!"
I was out on a cruise when everything started. Escaped on a little boat. Came up to, was it Fairpoint?
Fairport.
Fairport?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Willie kept messing it up, so it just got stuck in my head.
It's all right.
Now, the group of people ran into a biker gang ourselves. That didn't fare too well for some of us. Most of the rest of my group got bit along the way, and I found myself in Jacksonville. There was this huge group of people running, so one in Rome, I guess. And I followed them, and where I landed, I met these fine folks, so here we are.
So Mayor John gets back up on the podium and says, "Now the floor is open to questions." So you can hear a lot of people starting to ask questions, and he's like, "All right, guys, one at a time." So one woman steps up and she says, "So, what kind of skills do you have? I mean, what can you offer us here? What can you offer us here in Dalesbury? What kind of skills do you have?"
Well, I'll speak up. And I say, well, ma'am, my parents were both nurses, and I know how to do survival skills. I don't know how to do much other than that. But hunting, planting, general survival skills, I have those and can provide the community with food or other scavenged items if that's necessary.
Zachary and Michael, they both say that they can repair automobiles and do all kinds of maintenance on and constructional type of work and whatnot.
I'm
Go ahead.
I'm a general, basically a general handyman, especially in electronics. I'm good at machine repairs and electrical repairs, things like that.
Nice. The colonel, he says he can help out with, border patrol or on the wall or whatnot. Gregory says that he was basically a stockbroker when all hell broke loose, but he says that he's not scared to learn other jobs. And you can hear a couple people booing when he said stock worker, like stockbroker. So you can tell that
I spoke up real quick when they started doing that, and I said, no, I think he knows how to feed hogs. He's very good with that too.
Yeah, I've done that. So another guy gets up and he asks the question, What about this biker gang? What, they gonna show up at our grave there, little boy? Huh? You said they weren't nice. You gonna lead them right to us? Is that what you're doing?"
I kind of look around nervous. I believe they died to an army of zombies the last I saw them. I mean, that was several miles and days ago.
And then another question comes out. Well, if Jacksonville, you said Jacksonville was overrun. How do you know that those creatures ain't following you here? And actually, for this question, the general kind of, the colonel, he steps up and
yeah, as soon as they did that, I was looking towards him anyway.
Yeah, the general, he kind of steps up and he says, "Ladies and gentlemen, these living dead can converge on any town, regardless of your location." He says, I had a regiment of 300 men, 12 tanks, howitzers, bazookas, anything at my disposal to control Jacksonville, and was overrun. It can happen anywhere. So nobody is safe anymore. And the crowd got super quiet. You can hear whispering.
And I speak while they're doing this. I
Sure.
say, even if we did lead them here, us remaining is not going to change anything. other than provide extra help, extra defense.
Yeah.
Sam doesn't really want to stay here, but he doesn't want to throw all the cards out.
All right. So why don't you all do a persuasion roll for me, and why don't everybody add?
Oh, I missed the order already.
Everybody give me a +2 to your persuasion roll. So in the modifier box, lower left-hand corner, puts a +2 in there.
I got a 9.
Now, you know,
Steve doesn't get to stay.
we've already got enough. We've already got enough mechanics. Get out of here! You gonna take all our food? Get out! No, they don't. They don't do that. Now it seems like the townspeople actually like you guys. You know, even though several of them have kind of been outspoken towards the colonel. You know, and during this process, you know, the mayor does remind the crowd that the colonel did announce that he was just going to be staying until his soldier was well enough to travel, and then they were going to make their way out. But as for, you know, for everybody else, Steve, they like, you know, your persuasion roll. They said, yeah, we got a lot of handyman around here. You gonna have to do something else. You know, they seem like they like everybody, and they think that you would probably be an asset to the town, and you know, you're more than welcome to stay.
I say, Steve is also very good at shoveling horse poop.
God, thanks.
I've
I'm
never
trying to
shoveled
help you, Mr.
poop
Steve.
at all. I could help, you know, with the guard duty or anything like that. I'm a pretty decent shot.
We're always switching out border patrols, so I'm sure we'll get you on one of those.
Sounds like a deal.
All right, so, you know, as you guys kind of mingle with the crowd for a little bit, you know, by the time you guys exit, you guys are probably in there about another hour or so. So by the time you guys exit the movie theater, you know, the sun's already been set, the moon is high overhead. You know, now that you know, as you guys are coming out there's lanterns on poles that are, you know, taking the place of street lights. You know, it kind of reminds you of an old movie set from like Victoria, England. You know, the townspeople are filing out of the theater and heading off to go about their normal business. You know, and Mayor Lewis, he comes up behind you and tells you guys to go ahead, please explore Dalesbury. You know, I'll have an assignment for you soon, and I'll send my people to find you when the time is right. So you guys mingle about the town. Welcome to Dalesbury. Welcome to us. And he says, General, we'll try to get you. General, we'll try to get you on the road as soon as possible. We'll get you supplies on your trip. We'll get you anything you need for you and your men, or whoever else is going to go with you. So you guys, you know, venture around the town, and I'll get with you soon. I'll send my people to get you when I have some jobs ready for you.
All right, I want to check out a bar.
All right, so yeah, you guys have a little bit more time to explore around.
All right, I'm gonna explore this bar.
All right. It seems like little, the kids are happy. David and Timothy. They're like, Dad, I want to stay. So Gregory, he's like, we'll have to see, and we're gonna have to see what everybody wants to do. He goes, this place feels safe and secure. And Gregory says, yeah, you're right, kids. This is a pretty nice place. The corporal, you guys are kind of mingling there, and he said he's going to go back to the doctor's office and check on his wounded comrade, and he says, I'll catch up with you guys soon. I'll have to go over there and talk with the doctor and just kind of talk about some things. He seems like a pretty nice guy. All right.
Hey, Dave, I'm going to hang out at the bar up in the front by the gate there, and I'm going to kind of get a window seat and just kind of keep an eye on the comings and goings of the
Sure thing.
gate, see how it works, maybe in case something goes down, we have to make a quick escape.
Sure. Seems like there's people there at the clothing store, and Ken's bar is definitely open. Ken's bar. You guys can get plenty of warm beer. As you go in, Ken, pretty big guy. He's an overweight guy. He's got a wide grin, kind of greets you with a quick joke, and there's several other patrons in the bar as you guys as you're in there. A couple guys playing poker off to the side. A couple guys playing darts. This place is being basically lit with just a ton of candles and lanterns around the place, and you can smell the candles. You can smell the oil from the lanterns and what. So Ken kind of jokes and he goes, I hope you guys aren't expecting cold beer. And he kind of throws down a couple mugs and goes, are you guys drinking tonight?
Yeah, I might have one.
All right. So he gets you a. He says I hope you like Bud, because that's about what we got right now.
I pull up to the bar too. I want one also.
Hey, whoa, easy there, little man. How old are you?
I'm old enough. I've seen enough. Please give me a beer.
All right, kid. It's not like I'm going to go to jail anymore anyways. So he throws down a mug for you, Sam, and actually fills it up about halfway for you. And he goes, I'll see how you can handle this before I give you any more.
Right before he turns around, I have
So
that
it
ready
says-
for him again.
But before he goes, what do you guys got to trade? He goes, you guys got anything to trade? Anything? Any Band-Aids? Anything to trade?
Actually, I do. Let me see.
I have to trade to get this beer, so I gotta try to get more trading stuff.
I picked up a few of those.
And you could see that there was a sign on the door that said no free beer. Bring your
Alright.
trading stuff, basically.
Well, I've got the cigarettes I could trade.
I pull out the 4 rounds of 9mm.
Hell, that shit. Where'd you get those, son? Where you packing rounds like that? You got a gun?
I didn't make it this far without one, sir.
Yeah, well, I suppose. You giving me your bullets? You sure you feel that safe here? I mean, even though we are safe, I mean, I don't know if I trade. But here, I'll take. What the heck are those darn? Oh, they'll fit good in my Glock. I'll take them. Have a here, and then he kind of takes your beer just before as you're fixing to tilt it up to your face. He yanks it away from you. He goes, "I'll give you a little bit more," and he actually fills the cup up to the.
Oh,
rim.
good.
And you bring out that pack of cigarettes, and he goes, "Whoa!" He goes, "What's your name?"
Name's Steve.
He goes, "Steve." He goes, I guess you're not a smoker, are you?"
No, sir.
Man, he goes, that is a commodity around here. He goes, I'll give you a couple beers for this. He goes, ma'am, you want something? What you got? And he says, you want them all now, or do you want one later, or what, Steve? Good to meet you, by the way.
Yeah, go ahead and give them to me all now. Since they're not going to be cold, it's not going to hurt anything to have them sit here.
Well, you can always come back later if you want and get one later. I got a ledger book. I'll write you down in the book.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
I'll give you
Write 'em down.
three beers. Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, Steve, you get 3 beers for that pack of cigarettes. So he gives you a beer. He says, "What about you, little lady?"
Oh, Rose isn't there.
Where the hell's Rose? Where are you going?
Her first order of business.
Are you going to the Spring Fresh clothing store or something? Or
Yeah, her first order of
I
business was
figured it.
clothing.
Is there a shoe store in town, please?
there is the
She's been
Spring
wearing the same
Fresh.
clothes for like weeks now.
Wow,
She was on the cruise. Of course, that's where she's gonna stop first.
awesome.
Much as she wants a beer, get out of clothes you've been in for like a month.
Well, Sam was just drinking that thing with eyes closed, just savoring it all.
Yeah, Sam's having a good old time.
Sam, you look like you're enjoying that beer.
All right, so what are you guys doing in the bar? You guys just kind of just drinking. You know, there's a couple other patrons there. You know, a couple other patrons drinking and whatnot. You know, they said, you the new guys here to Dalesbury. And I'll get to you in just a second there, Rose.
Dave, did they actually vote, or are we waiting to hear the results?
No, they voted. They said that they would welcome you with open arms, and they think that you would they
so
think that you would be an
Our
asset.
assignments.
That's exactly it.
Okay.
The mayor said that Greg said that he would send whoever's going to be in charge of you, you know, whatever area of detail that you're going to be involved with.
Our handlers.
You'll know. Yeah, no, not your handlers. whenever you're ready to go to work, he thinks he'll send his boys or to come and get you and put you to work.
Do we know how long it's going to be before the other soldiers healed up enough for us to go?
Well, hopefully the Corporal Hauser will have a little bit more information for you. Yeah, because as you guys were heading into the bar, he said that he was
Yeah,
gonna
he
get
headed toward the doctor.
He was going to head to the doctor's office.
Okay.
And talk to the doctor to see what was going on with Johnson and whatnot. So you guys are here in the bar. All right. You guys mingling with the
guy
the
that's
people?
talking to us, Dave.
Sure. Yeah.
The guy that's
Oh,
talking
Ken.
to us.
Yeah, Ken.
Ken.
Yeah.
Ken.
Oh, Big Ken. Just go ahead and call me Big Ken, little feller.
Oh, thanks, Ken. I hope that you are voting for us.
I voted yes.
Oh, good. Otherwise, this
voted
would have
yes.
been awkward.
I don't know if too many people. I think a couple of the old willy nillys. I think they voted no because of the military guys that you had with you. But other than that, you guys seem okay to us.
Oh, thank you. Any idea what we might be doing? You know, if there's like a shortage of positions?
Hell, I don't know. I'm just kind of lucky because I just take care of my bar here, and I can't afford to pay anybody. You know, it's not like I can't hire you or something, Sam. But maybe
Mr.
if you
Ken,
want to come by.
Did you
and-
always live here?
Yeah, I've always owned Ken's bar. Yeah, heck yeah. Had it for about 25 years. Just fixing to retire, too. And all this shit hit the fan. God damn it, that's just my luck. Bunch of bullshit.
Is he drinking?
Oh, yeah, he's drinking with you, too. Of course. Yeah, you
I
can
hold a bang bug and say happy retirement.
He goes to retirement. A couple of the other guys in the bar says, "Yeah, to retirement." Kind of laugh.